before you design anything, before you design a logo, before you put together the color palette that you need, before you look at packaging, you need to answer this one question. Why should anyone choose you? Most brands never answer this. They just jump straight into the visuals, straight into designing, straight into logo, straight into colors, and then they wonder why nobody buys. Today, I'm breaking down the foundation of every successful brand and what it does to get to the stage when it's ready for designing. Market positioning and brand guidelines, and your valued proposition. Hi, my name is Sara. I'm a fashion industry expert. I have 17 years fashion industry experience. I help up and coming established brands and founders to build brands with clarity, confidence, and strategy behind them, which will ultimately secure their market position and create more sales. Today is the part 2 from my last video. Today, I'm going to talk about brand creation and market positioning. This is the part that makes everything make sense. So, section 1, market positioning. Market positioning is where your brand lives in the market for the type of customer that you're attracting, that you think you're designing for, not where you want it to be positioned. I have a great story that will give you an example of what I'm talking about here, but I will go through my sections first of all. It means, where are they truly placed? Let's break this down. So first of all, where do you sit in the market? Are you entry level? Are you mid-tier? Are you premium? Are you luxury? Everything must match wherever you think you are in the market. So your pricing needs to go back. If you're luxury, your pricing needs to be luxury. Your packaging needs to be luxury. Your tone of voice needs to be luxury. You can't be luxury and have a budget visual. It will confuse the customers and then it will push them not to buy. So you need to do point number two is that you need to do a benchmarking exercise. You need to study, not to copy, just to be aware of, as I always say in my lessons and video posts, you need to be aware of what other brands are bringing to the market. So you need to study about 5 to 8 competitive brands, and you need to look at their photography, their tone of voice, their aesthetics, their customer reviews, where there is a lot of opportunity to make good and to include in your own brand. Ask yourself where the gaps are. What are they missing? What do their customers complain about? Understand your customers' expectations. People don't buy products, they buy meaning, they buy identity, they buy value, they buy aesthetics, they buy emotion, and they buy how that brand makes them feel. If you don't understand what they value, you can't position yourself correctly. So the story I wanted to just tell you very quickly before I move on to my section 3, which is brand guidelines, is when I was a designer for Elle, because the brand was owned by a Parisian license holder, they had a very different interpretation of what they wanted their customer to be than to what it truly was. So as a UK London-based design team, we were also obviously following the market intently, following the sales intently, and understanding who was actually buying that brand. We came into, quite a few conversations, to say the least, because the license holder wanted the customer to be a Parisian chic neckerchief wearing lady. And there were some aspects of that were welcomed in the real market, but very often that wasn't the true customer. We had to somehow find an agreement on the brand and try and incorporate both stories, but it does deplete sales. Section 2, brand guidelines. Once your positioning is very clear, then you can build your visual identity. Just to add, if you are enjoying this video, please comment part 3, because I will know to keep it on to the same types of video. And also comment fashion if you would like a free call sent over to you where we can talk about any challenges or pressure points that you have in your own range, and I can show you and talk to you about some of the services that I offer and some of the short courses that I offer. So back to brand guidelines. Brand guidelines, when you are working on your brand guidelines, answer this question: what does this brand look like, sound like, and feel like? That's keeping it simple. And that's all you need to answer. So, what does it look like? The color palette. Colors communicate instantly. Choose colors that match your positioning, whether it be earthy neutrals, feeling natural, bold primaries, feeling confident, pastels, feeling soft and warm, black and whites, feeling premium. Pick colors with a purpose, not just a preference. Number 2, your typography, fonts, and messaging. Pick a font, pick 1 to 3 fonts to always go to within your brand guidelines, and pick them that are, reflective of your brand. So, for example, round fonts are friendly and calm. Logo direction. Your logo doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to be clear and recognizable. The more your fonts and logo can be recognized throughout the process of your customer, then they will always remind themselves of you. Tone of voice. A tone of voice builds trust. A consistency builds trust. But are you minimal? Are you educating? Are you playful? Are you premium and direct? Your tone must match your customer and follow through on everything that you are deciding upon through your brand guidelines, your visuals, and the way you package. Your USP, point 5, your USP, which is your proposition, what are you over and above everybody else? What can you offer? It could be something to do with your fit. It could be something to do with your sustainability or your story or your aesthetics or your material choices, perhaps your culture or your personal inspiration. It needs to be clear so you can easily repeat on this season upon season. Section 3, mood boards. Mood board needs to be the visual placement of everything that your brand and your story and your designs want to represent. So the typography, the studio lighting, lifestyle images and patterns and colors and packaging inspirations. When someone sees your mood board, they should instantly understand your brand personality. Section 4, brand story. The brand story is your connection point. It's not to your customer. It's not a long emotional autobiography. It's a simple message. Here's the problems that we saw. Here's what inspired the brand. Here's what we believe it to be. Here's how we want our customer to feel when they see us. Keep it real, keep it short, and keep it human. Section 5, value proposition. Your value proposition is your promise, like your mission statement. Some people call it value proposition, some people call it mission statement, but it should be one clear sentence. Examples could be premium essentials designed for real bodies, or minimalistic luxury that you can wear every day, or sustainability designs without compromising style. This sentence becomes the foundation of your marketing, and you can incorporate it into all of your marketing, your packaging, and really define your brand message. I hope this has helped. Leave me a comment, as I mentioned earlier, to make sure that I know I'm posting videos that you like, and I can move on to part 3. I can talk to you about, if you want to drop the word fashion below or DM me, I will always help you. I will always reply and highlight. We can talk about, I can send you a free fashion call strategy link, and we can talk about any pressure points or challenges that you may have in your own collection. I can talk to you about some of the specific courses that I offer. I do actually offer at the moment a 6-week course from concept to production ready, production confident, but I do actually offer short courses as well. I consult on any part of the fashion industry that you may have challenges with, from design right through to sales. And I also do one-to-one coaching. So it really is dependent on your needs, which is why I'm flexible and I will create bespoke packages. But if you are interested in the 6-week concept to production ready, then definitely drop a fashion in the comments and we can have a chat about that. But thank you very much for listening. Until the next video, bye bye for now.